Now, it is said that 90% of what you say doesn't actually come out of your mouth. It's all about body language.
And nowhere was this more evident than during the Labor Day celebrations as Francis Atwoli and Kazungu Kambi finally came face to face.
Yes, Orson Buru now looks at what the two gentlemen were actually saying, even though they essentially remained rather quiet.
They have been squabbling for what almost feels like an eternity, arguing over who should be organizing the Labor Day celebrations. Kotu Secretary General Francis Atwoli insisted that he had the backing of millions of workers and hence he had the power to organize the celebrations. His Pusetu counterpart, Wilson Sossion, argued that Atwoli has been overtaken by events and could therefore not organize the event. In the middle of it all was Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi, who supported the bid by Pusetu. At the end of the day, Kotu were allowed to organize the event, attended by thousands of Kenyans, including Kambi, Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Olelenku, National Assembly Majority Leader Aden Duale, and a host of leaders from CORD. At the main days, Kambi and Atwoli sat side by side, but it's what they never said that told the whole story. As the celebrations wore on, their body language showed the tale of two men who were not exactly enjoying each other's company. Kambi chose to engage in discussions with other people, while Atwoli just sat there. At some point, Atwoli turned his back on Kambi, a clear indication that he probably would have given the world to sit anywhere else. At some point, they did engage in some light-hearted conversation, but even that was not enough to hide their displeasure. Then, in came Nairobi Senator Mike Sonko with his charm, and he was a man on a mission to reconcile the warring parties.
Mimi kama super senator wa Kenya, mimi kama mwakilishi wa wanyonge, mwakilishi wa wafanyikazi, saizi nataka kujua kama Atwoli nia yake ni ya wafanyikazi. Nataka kujua kama Kazungu Kambi ni mtetezi ya wafanyikazi.
His next move would rubber stamp what most Kenyans already knew. Atwoli and Kambi were not seeing eye to eye. A very light hug, both parties being very careful not to touch the other too much. After the hug, no eye contact, and they both went in different directions. The question now lingering on most minds is whether the two will ever mend fences enough to allow the interests of workers to take center stage. Is it the end of the battle for supremacy? Wilson Buru, KTN, Nairobi.